The CQ Lifestyle here, thanks to Doblos on 994RO. And joining me now is Jason Foss, the President of the Chamber of Commerce. Hey, mate, how are you?
G'day, Luke. Yeah, well, thanks. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, how's things? How's life? Staying dry, staying cool, etc., etc.?
Well, yeah, I guess as dry and as cool as you can. It was good that the flood didn't really get as bad as was potentially going to be. So that was a bit of a relief for everybody, I think. And I think the riverbank was a bit of a tourist attraction there for a while too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dragged a few people in, yeah.
I went and had a look at it. It was always nice to see.
Like we all did, yep.
Yeah. I want to talk about the paradox of choice.
Yeah, so I'm going to start by asking you a personal question, Luke. I hope that's okay. When you go and get lunch from your favourite cafe or restaurant, do you have a meal that's your go-to, or do you choose something different from the menu each time?
I'm a very simple man. I have basically the same thing most of the time. I don't complicate it. And if I do feel adventurous, I'm certain that I'll feel adventurous. It's like a determined choice. I think I'm going to do this today. But otherwise, it's the same thing. Because, I don't, I go to a leagues club or something like that, I don't get things that I can make at home. I don't get lasagna or anything like that because I can have lasagna anytime. I want what I don't usually have at home, like chicken palmy or something like that.
It's funny you mention that.
I'm a simple man at heart.
I'm pretty famous for going to the pub and I'll look at the menu, but then I'll just order a chicken palmy anyway.
Yeah,
Pretty much every time it's
or a steak. I don't often have steaks, so steak's the other option too. A good steak. I love a good steak.
So, I mean, most of us are creatures of habit, right? So, if you go into a place that you've been to before, like your favourite cafe, it doesn't really have many things they've got on the menu. You want what you want and you order what you order. And if they stop selling the thing that you get from them, you might even stop going and go looking somewhere else. And so sometimes too many options aren't helpful. It's just hard work. And that's the paradox of choice.
I have two small kids. I know you're only given two options. You have this or this. Don't give them too many things because then they won't choose. You say you want this or you want this thing, and then they have to choose between those.
That's right. That's right. Well, there's actually been a study done. Would you believe?
I'm sure.
So, some behavioural scientists or behavioural economists, can't remember their names now. Anyway, so they did this study where at a supermarket on one weekend they laid out a table of jams for taste testing. And on the first week, I think they had about 24 different jams available for people to taste. And the following weekend, they went and did it, and they only put 6 on the table. So which one do you reckon worked better?
I would say the 6, because I look at the 24 and think, that's too many, I'm going. Yeah. It's going to take too long, and I don't care enough.
Well, funnily enough, the 24 attracted way more people.
All right, there you go.
Bigger crowds went to the table with 24. There was a lot more tastings, but they sold way less.
Oh,
the table where they put out 6 jams attracted fewer people, but the sales of the jams were like, I can't remember, 30, 40% more, something like that anyway. It was substantially more with less choice. And so while choice is attractive, clarity is persuasive. And in terms of, small businesses, I find that a lot of people try and offer too many choices, or they try and be the one-stop shop or the jack of all trades. It's funny, I had coffee only last week, whenever it was. And as a consultant moved to town looking to become a member of the chamber. And I sort of asked him what he did. And his response was sort of, everything's bespoke and I do whatever the client needs. And that to me is like infinite choices. Like, where do you start with that? It's like, what do you do? So, you fall into the mistake sometimes of trying to offer all of these options to cover everybody. But, you end up with people just leaving rather than asking the question.
If you can make a really good coffee, just make really good coffee.
That's right. Although...
and then branch out.
Yeah, it's funny how many cafes do that. Like, there's 7,000 different kinds of coffees you can get.
And they all taste the same to me.
People order the coffee they order. Maybe we need to train you on the finer arts of coffee.
I spent 10 years drinking, like, station-provided coffee that was like Nescafe, the really budget one.
International roast or something.
It's the budget one. I'm not fussy. As I said, I'm a simple man at heart.
I started an international roast when I first started drinking coffee. I can't imagine going back to that now. Boy, I'm too much of a snob.
Yeah.
When it comes to coffee, I'm not simple. But anyway, that's another story.
So I guess, how does it show up in small businesses?
Well, I guess what I'm not saying is only do one thing. So you could possibly misinterpret what I've just been talking about is just do one thing and don't offer any choices. That's not really what I'm saying. But limit the number of choices that you're offering. And the trick is, make it obvious what you're best at and then make the next step easy. And you do that by limiting the number of choices rather than trying to be everything to everybody all the time. It's because people don't ask questions; they'll just leave and go somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm such that person, and I don't think I'm not that normal. But I'm very much that type of like, if it's too hard, I would just walk out.
Well, we'll agree that you're semi-normal anyway.
Unless that's why I have a wife. She knows what I like, and she just orders what I need.
Excellent. You've got it nailed by the sounds of it.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else you want to add?
No, that was basically it for this morning. Short and sweet. Try and limit your choices. Don't offer too many stuff. I'm speaking English really well now. Maybe I need another coffee. Got any international roast?
I don't know what we've got in the cupboard. We've got something in the cupboard.
No, that's it for me.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it, mate.
Thanks, Luke. See you next week.